Sorry. Yeah, hi everyone. I would like to welcome all of you to our webinar today. So can you guys hear me? Just give a thumbs up or any kind of emoticons you would like to. Okay. So once again, welcome to our webinar. So in this webinar, I will be sharing mainly about one of the method to process data and automate uh, the the process itself. So so the title is from spreadsheet to story, because I think most of you maybe are using spreadsheet or familiar with spreadsheet. Spreadsheet can be either in Google Spreadsheet itself, or like most of us, I think most of us use Excel at work. So how do we transform that from spreadsheet to story? So we want to automate the data workflows with Google Cloud. And first and foremost, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Mohammad Aimaduddin Atiq bin Kamisan. So during this call, you can address me as Atiq. So I am a data engineer here at MatrixC Collection. Uh, okay. So firstly, I would like you all to scan the QR code shown, or you can click on the link in the chat box in order to join our community. So our community of growing with Matrix or grow with Matrix, here we will provide more than 80 learning resources such as this webinar. So do take note that this webinar will be recorded and it will be uploaded inside growwithmatrix.com. Okay, and be the first to know about the upcoming webinars and join a community of over 1,000 plus professionals inside the community. Okay, so this webinar is actually a part of MatrixC Academy. So this is courses uh, that we uh, that we shared. So to know more about our courses, so you can also follow at growwithmatrixc.com. And please note that these courses are HRCD claimable. So please scan the code or click the link in the chat box. Okay, so we move on to the agenda today. So what we will learn today, there are 3 items that I hope all of you can learn and take away from this webinar. So firstly, we will understand more about Cloud Run. So Cloud Run is our main character for today. And next, we will craft a simple Cloud Run function. So we craft a simple function inside the Cloud Run. I hope that all of you can learn more about the data processing automation. So, so we move on. So are you familiar with this kind of spreadsheet? So usually this kind of spreadsheet maybe will give a lot of headaches. Why? So let's say that this spreadsheet comes from one branch, and then there's another branch with also this kind of spreadsheet. So this spreadsheet we want to consolidate inside the data warehouse, or we want to combine all of them inside one master spreadsheet. So this maybe will give you headache. So this kind of spreadsheet, maybe it's kind of okay because it's somewhat structured. But how about this kind of spreadsheet? So have you seen this kind of spreadsheet with header, like as you can see here? Sometimes they put a header and also like a code inside the Excel file, and then there's a header which maybe the branch code or the branch name and also the state and the year. So this kind of Excel file maybe will give you a headache. So today we will learn how we can automate one of the method that how we can automate uh, this kind of Excel file, and we put it inside the data warehouse so that it can easily be visualized. Okay, so the solution is to create an automated data pipeline. So this is basically the architecture and the GCP, the Google Cloud Platform components that we will be using today. So as part of our demo after this, so in order to explain, so what we will do is that we will put an Excel file inside the cloud storage, and then it can automatically trigger the cloud functions, and then it will automatically insert and ingest into BigQuery. So for this demo, so we will use BigQuery for our data warehouse. And lastly, if we have some time, maybe we can do the data visualization after that. Okay, so our main, as I said earlier, so our main character is the Cloud Run. So what is Cloud Run? So Cloud Run is actually a managed compute platform. So it's actually a serverless platform. So you don't need to create, or you don't need to have any kind of infrastructure. So Google automatically create them for you. So it's a managed compute platform that lets you run containers. So if you are familiar with containers, so it can be run directly on top of Google's infrastructure. And furthermore, it is scalable. So you don't have to worry about adding more infrastructure, and you need to have headache about server costs or whatnot. Okay, you can learn more about it here. So you can type the URL if you want to, at cloud.google.com/run. So what are the features of the Cloud Run? So Cloud Run can run in any language. If you are familiar with Python, like me, so I am familiar with Python, you can run it in Python, or you can run it in JavaScript, like Node or Ruby, any kind of languages that you know. So you can run any languages inside Cloud Run. You can run also any library. Let's say you want to install packages, like if you are a data analysis, you are a data analyst, maybe you want to use pandas or other packages. So you can also input that packages inside Cloud Run. So the next features of Cloud Run is that it can auto scale, and it can auto scale really fast. So let's say in Cloud Run, more than one users are using your Cloud Run or your functions. So it can easily scale according to your users and the traffic. And also, this is kind of a new features. So Cloud Run, you can attach GPUs. So let's say you want to train a model, an AI model or machine learning model. So you can use Cloud Run also, as you can attach GPUs, which will make your training much faster. Okay, then the next features of Cloud Run is that it has a Cloud Run functions. So previously, as you can see in my previous slide before, sorry. So Cloud Functions is actually previously a part of, it's not a part of Cloud Run, so it has it's kind of a different component. But now Google integrate it directly into Cloud Run to make it more seamless and more faster to deploy. And lastly, so schedule job completion, and then you don't have to worry when my functions or my service is going to end, because it will end it directly, and then it will stop the server, and the server will off automatically. So you don't have to worry about the cost after the cost after it has run. Okay, so that is Cloud Run. So we will move on directly to our demo. Okay, so I will show you our demo. So as you can see earlier, so we will use dataset in BigQuery. So this is our BigQuery. So I created, if you are familiar with Google Cloud Platform, this is the BigQuery Studio, user interface console. So if you are not familiar, you can also create your own, using your personal email. You can also create a Google Cloud ID. It can be attached to your Google email also. So you can create your own Google ID inside Google Cloud Platform. So after you create, maybe I don't think you need to attach a billing. You need to attach a credit card, because most of our demo here will use like a free tier of the Google Cloud Platform. So it will not incur any cost. So you don't have to worry about the cost much. Okay, so I already created, so in the BigQuery, I already created a demo dataset. So this is our project. So I created a project of MatrixC spreadsheet demo. So inside this BigQuery, so I already created a dataset. So if you wanted to create your own dataset, you can just click on your project name and then just click here and then create dataset. Okay, so but I already created a dataset for the purpose of this demo. And then as you can see, the demo dataset, it doesn't have any tables, because under the dataset will be tables, but here it doesn't have any tables yet. And then so this is the data warehouse that we will use. And for the purpose of this demo, I also already created a Google Cloud Storage bucket. So this is our bucket, as you can see. So, but if you are not familiar with Google Cloud Platform, you can just click on the navigation menu, and there will be a cloud storage here on the left side of the panel. Or you can also search for cloud storage if you want to, and it will show here. Okay, so then you can quickly go to storage or buckets. So let's say if you don't have any buckets yet created, don't worry. So you can just create a bucket here. So just give a name. So please take note that this name is globally unique. So it's best if you create a bucket with your own project name for like testing purposes. So I already created a bucket here. So this is our bucket. And next, I will show you our Cloud Run function. Okay, so this is inside the Cloud Run. So as earlier, so if you want to know more about Cloud Run, if you want to search about Cloud Run, so you just can search here Cloud Run, and it will show the search results here. So we are using Cloud Run. Then previously there are Cloud Run functions, but it's already a part of Cloud Run. So if you want to do a Cloud Run, you can deploy your own container if you want to. But for our demo, so we use a Cloud Run function. So I just create a new function here, and then use an inlet editor. So you can just create your own code here and create your own service name and region. So you have to make sure that the region is the same as your bucket. So in this case, I use a US region. So the region I pick should be US, so that it will not incur more additional costs as it's transfer the data between region. So, and then after you're done, so as you can see here, this is time language that can be used here. As you can see, there's Go, PHP, and Python. So I use Python because I'm familiar with Python here. And this is how we create a service. Okay, after a service is created, it will look like this, and then there will be, you will go to the source. So the source is where the source code, where you have to put the source code. Okay, so I will also share with you the source code, so don't worry. I will also share with you the source code used in this demo if you join the Grow with Matrix community. So there are only two script that is required. One is the main script, which is here. As you can see, this is the main.py or the main Python code. And then there's the requirements text, or if you're familiar with Python, this is the packages that are required to run this code. So this is the source code used. Okay, so I will show you directly the demo. So, okay, so I will show you this code. As you can see earlier, like there is no tables inside the BigQuery. So I will put one testing. So for the purpose of this demo, I just created Excel file. This is actually not an actual Excel file, but it's actually I generate one myself. But this is actually based on a real use case that I handle. Okay, so upload started. As you can see, okay. So as you can see here, this is the Excel file. Okay, so for the purpose of this demo, I will show you how the Excel file looks like. Okay, so this is how the Excel file looks like. If you can see the screen. So this is how the Excel file looks like. So as you can see earlier, like this Excel file has a header here. So it will give much of a headache because header is hard to be ingest directly into a data warehouse or to consolidate all the data together. So here, like here, let's say for example, you have multiple branch or multiple file from multiple state that use the same template, but different kind of data input. So maybe it will somewhat looks like this. So in this here we have order ID, product name, sales date, department quantity, unit price, and total revenue. Okay, so this is the table, and also we will also extract this data here, and we will put it inside the BigQuery. Okay, so as you can see here, I think done. Okay, so we refresh this. Okay, so we move back to the BigQuery. Okay, as you can see, so it's already been ingested. The previous Excel files have already been ingested inside BigQuery. So as you can see here, so it will automatically put inside the data warehouse. So this is the field name. Okay, so the field name is actually changed in order to accommodate BigQuery query afterwards. So this is the schema, and yeah, this is the details. So as you can see, it's just created just now, June. So today at around 10:16 a.m. Okay, so we can also inside BigQuery, we can also the good thing of BigQuery is that we can preview the data that we inserted. Okay, as you can see, this is the data that we inserted. So it's more or less the same. Maybe the order ID is jumble, it's quite jumble, but it will correctly input the data based on your Excel file. Okay, let's say for example, okay, just for our own purpose here, so we wanted to validate this data. So let's say this is order ID 4, and then there's a monitor, and then the sales date is around 23rd of June, and the department is electronic, and then we have a unit price of 300, and branch code is 1003 in Shah Alam. Okay, so this is the year and also the month. Okay, so we'll see back, we'll be back to the, we'll go back to the Excel file, and then we will see if it's same or not. Okay. So I think I will show you the entire screen just for the validation purposes. Okay, so here is the file. Okay, so this is the file earlier. Okay, so as you can see, so this is the file. Okay, the previous one we checked on the order ID 4. Right, so order ID 4 is monitor. So for validation purposes, okay, order ID 4 is monitor, and then it's on 23rd of June. So yeah, it's correct. So 23rd of June. And then departments is electronics. And then, yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much the same. So for validation purposes, it's the same. And then it's also insert the branch code here. This is, we call the metadata of the header. So it's also insert the metadata of the branch code, name, state, year, and also month. Okay, so this is how we automate the process. And then after that, let's say if you wanted to do some visualization, so you can easily do your visualization easily. So I will show you here. Okay. So let's say you want to here. Okay, so the purpose of this one, I already created a Looker Studio. So of course, Looker Studio is free, so you can just go to lookerstudio.google.com. And it's actually attached to your email address, Gmail address. So you can also create your own. So this is the Access report. This is what I created just for the purpose of this demo. Okay, so this is the report, and then so let's say you want to get the data we got earlier. So just add the data, BigQuery. So this project is the MatrixC spreadsheet demo and the demo data set, and then we can get the tables. Okay, so you just add here. Add to report. Okay, so let's say we wanted to get the data here. So this is the business data. Okay, so as you can see, so we wanted to get the total revenue. So total revenue here. So the data that we saw earlier. Okay, so we change all the data to the newest one. Okay, so this is the quantity, and then this. So yeah, as you can see, so this is the total revenue for one. Okay. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, so this is the visualization of the data. So okay, so let's say if you have a lot of branch. So I have another file. So this is, let's say this is branch from Shah Alam. So this is just one file. So one file is easy, right? Maybe most of you will say that. But let's say if you have the same file, because if you are in the sales team, maybe you use the same template, but different branch or different state. So let's say you have a different branch. So I will create a, so as you can see here, like here, I made one state in Johor. So the purpose of this, I just created a new one. So different, the order name, the order, so the product name is the same, but maybe like kind of like a different sales state or different department, and also different state. So I will put the inside this here. So I will show you. Okay. Okay. So we will upload the file, the file from Johor. Yeah. So okay, upload started. Okay, so maybe it will take a few seconds for the Cloud Run to function. And then so we have to refresh. Okay, so it's already ingested here. As you can see from the last modified here. Oh, sorry, I showed you the different screen. Okay, as you can see here, so you see the last modified, so it's a different date. It's already the newest date time. So you can also preview the data here. Okay, this is data from Shah Alam. We have to go. Okay. So as you can see, so already it shows that there is the data from Johor. So already inserted here. So let's say you already created the visualization earlier. So it's easy because you don't have to create a new one. But I think you maybe like you have to refresh the data. So it will, don't worry. So it will automatically it will I think it will take some time to show here. So refresh data. So okay, so as you can see, we go to the report earlier. So it's already automatically refreshed. So you have to refresh the data. And then after that, it will automatically refresh. And then as you can see, previously it's around 11,000 credits, but now it goes up to 18,000 credits. Okay, so and then the quantity also increase. And then we can see here that laptop gives the total revenue from 2 branches. And then from electronics is around 8,000 here. And the most sold item is mouse and charger. So as you can see here, from this is the data from 2 branch, from the branch in Johor and also the branch in Selangor. Okay. So this one here. Okay, so that is part of demo. Okay, so I will show you how exactly, so we will try to create, we will try to recreate this kind of function for here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I will share this step. Okay, here. So here we will delete this data. Okay. So for the purpose of the demo, okay, it's actually really easy. So maybe like the first one you have to bucket. So let's say you want to create a matrix. Here we see MatrixC sales demo. Okay, we can just continue. So we wanted to use just a one region in US Central. Okay. And then just leave everything at default and then you can create. Okay, so we already created a bucket here. And then next one, so we don't have to worry about the data set. So let's say if you don't have, if you haven't created a data set yet, so in your project, you can just create a data set. Let's say, for example, here is a sales demo data set, and then we specified the same region. Here we, for the purpose of the demo, so we use a US Central demo, and then we just create a data set. Okay, so we don't touch the sales demo here. Okay, okay, so sales demo. So the next one we have to create a function. Okay, so this is the function for this demo. Okay, you just close to the Cloud Run. Okay, as you can see here, go to Cloud Run, and then you can create a new function. Just write the new function here. Click on the write the function, and click on this one. I think it will be automatically created here. Same. So previously we used US Central one. Okay. So service name we put here sales demo. Excel. Okay. For runtime, because I use a Python code, so I just use Python. So if you're familiar with other language, it's up to you. So let's say here I will use a Python 3.12. Okay, the next one, you have to add a trigger, because trigger means it will, this code will run, this function will run automatically when something, for the purpose of this demo, we use a cloud storage trigger. So this is cloud storage trigger. You can give a trigger name if you want to, and then make sure that the Google sources is here, and the event provider is cloud storage, and then the event type is object finalized. Okay, and then select the bucket previously. So here is the sales demo. Okay, so it's actually, so you can see the figure here. Okay, so after leave everything at default, and then you just create. Okay, after you create a new function, so it will show somewhat like this. So you have to, and then you have to create a new, okay, so for the already created the function earlier, so you just copy that one. Okay, so we just copy that one. Okay, so let's copy here. So if you have your own code, or if you have your own table, you can change here. So you can change it here. Like, so for example, this project name, the data set. So previously we changed the data set to sales demo, and then we can do a new one. So let's say this is the sales data. Okay, so so this is code. I will also share you the source code after this. So this one will trigger the based on the this one will trigger uh, this function after you have inserted a file into cloud storage. Okay, so we, and then we have to make sure that the name is the same as this function. Make sure the requirements is also the same. So this is requirement use. And then you can deploy. Okay, so you wait a few minutes after it's done. Okay, so if it's done, so you show that exactly as what I showed earlier. So this is the same. This is the previous function that I did. So let's see if you wanted to check that what kind of data already inserted. You can go to the logs here, and it will also actually so it will actually explain to you about the file that you already inserted here. Let's say, for example, previously we add a sales. So this is the name of the file that we inserted inside Google Cloud Storage, and then it will transform based on the process that we did here inside the source code. And finally, it will ingest automatically into BigQuery. Okay. So you have minutes. Okay, so this is the just that we just created. So as you can see, it's already ready. So if this is already ready, so we can go to our bucket earlier, and then we can upload the file. So let's upload the file. So we upload the same file earlier. So let's see. Fresh. Okay, so as you can see, it's already uploaded. So it will take a few minutes, a few seconds to run. Okay. So, okay. As you can see, it's already here. Okay, for sales demo. So this is the data set that we just created the sales data here. And yeah, so as you can see, this is the data that just been into BigQuery. So Yeah, so the same one. So after this, you don't need to have any headache with your Excel file, and you can consolidate all your data, so regardless of how they input the data. But you have to make sure maybe they have kind of like the same template. So if it has the same template, we can just use the same data, or you can use the same code. So so I will share you the source code after this, and maybe you can tune it to your own use case. Uh, and and after the data has been consolidated, so it will be up to you. So it will be easier for you to create a visualization after that. And because our data is already put inside a data warehouse, so you don't need to worry about the time or the heaviness of the compute engine. So because the BigQuery will run its own engine in order to visualize the data. Okay, so that is a part of the demo. So as you can see, we already did an automation of a data process from from an Excel file. We automatically put it inside a data warehouse. In this case, BigQuery, and then after that, we can easily visualize the data using cloud, using Looker Studio. Okay, so some of the key takeaways that we can some of the key takeaways is that as you can see, because this is an automated process, so we can save more time, and we can have more time doing visualization. We can have more time doing other data manipulation, or more having a deep dive into the data, and we can do more time doing the analysis process. So we can, so we at first we eliminate the manual data manipulation, and we automate the tedious process of like maybe consolidating all the files together. We have to copy the table, and then we have to insert it into another master table, and maybe some of you do a lookup with another from one table to another table. So maybe it will take some time, but this one we will automate all the processes, and the data will already be consolidated together. Okay, so and then we also this process will be more accurate and more reliable because we reduce the human error. Let's say, for example, you copy a table into the master table, and then you forgot to copy one line or one column, so it will make a headache after that. So maybe the consolidated data will have a missing column, or will have a missing row. So using an automated process, we reduce a lot of human error, and then we can take more time doing analysis or other processes after the processing. And this will also ensure that the data integrity, and we will have that the data itself will not have much error. It will be less prone to error, and if you analyze it, it will give a much more accuracy and much more good data to be feed into. Maybe you want to do like machine learning process, or you want to do AI. So it's much better having a good data. So for like if you want to do AI, like garbage in, garbage out. If you put a garbage data in, then you will get a garbage analysis. So in order to do that, in order to be much more to make the much more data more reliable, so we have it's better to do an automation, so that the data will be more, the data integrity will be more reliable. And lastly, as you can see, the Cloud Run is a scalable product. So you can grow your data without growing much of your effort. Let's say you have the same template for multiple years. So you want to consolidate the data easily. So you just put inside the cloud storage, and then it will automatically combine or consolidate all your data, maybe from the past years or the next years or the years to come. So it will automatically scale your data, and it will make your data much more easier to be analyzed. Okay, so any question? If you have any question, so feel free to ask any question if you want to. You can type the question inside the chat box, or you can uh, ask the question directly. Okay, please give a thumbs up if you have a great session. Okay, so we give a few minutes. So you have any questions? No, I think there's an maybe there's no question from the audience. So, okay, so if there is no question, maybe you can reach out to us. At, so my colleagues maybe will give you an email later if you want to reach out to us. Maybe you want to consult with us and how to do the automation process. Okay, you can reach out to us at marketing@matrixc.com. Okay, so okay, last but not least, so we want to hear from you. So your feedback is very valuable for this webinar and also the webinar to come. Please fill up this feedback form. You can scan the QR code on also the link that is given in the chat. We also welcome any ideas if you have for the upcoming webinar. So any kind of topics that you would like to hear. So please feel free to fill in the feedback form. Okay, it's from me. Thank you everyone for joining this session. So have a great holiday. Have a great long weekend. So thank you once again from us from MatrixC. So thank you very much.